Hi, welcome. My name is Ekemini Robert. So, if you're using the one of the shared hosting platforms or any of the um, WordPress hosting setups that is not managed, you're gonna come across problems like WordPress not sending emails, such that if someone uses the contact form on your website, it doesn't send an email to your mail, like your usual mail that you use on your computer, or sometimes you are checking an issue and you're supposed to receive an email from your WordPress website, but it just doesn't come. This is what we are going to fix today, and I'll just get started. So, what you have to do is to set up an SMTP server for your WordPress website. There are a few companies sites that you can do that with, but one I have come to like so much is the SMTP 2Go platform. So let's get started. First thing what you want to do is to go to smtp2go.com, smtp2 and 2 like 2go.com. Here's the link. Once you go there, you have to go sign up, create an account, and once you create an account, you're going to be greeted with some screens such as this to complete your account setup. The first thing you want to do is to verify your email. Go to your email and click on the verification link to verify your email. And if you don't have a custom email to work with these things, because some of these websites need you to use a custom email, that is no problem. I'll be sending out a video on how to get your custom email free from Cloudflare, and if you're interested in that video, please drop a comment. So let's get started. So once you get here, verify your email. Once you verify your email, next thing you want to do is to add a verified sender. Okay, so you can do it from here, or you can simply come to sending on the left panel and then click on verified sender, right? So let's go ahead and do that. Whichever one of this is going to work for you. So once you get to the verified senders page, you want to add a new sender. So one of the reasons I like SMTP2Go, I'm going to drop the link to this in the description, just in case you just can't get it typed out. I'll drop a link, and please note that it could be an affiliate link. I'm not an affiliate yet, but before I drop the link in the video, I may as well have become an affiliate, right? So it's possible it's going to be an affiliate link. So what we want to do is we want to add a sender. So go ahead, right hand side, click on add sender, add sender domain. The domain I want to use for this is my website. I click on continue with this domain, and once you do that, it's going to bring you give you all these records to add to your domain name manager. So my domain name, I bought it from Cloudflare. It's actually on Cloudflare. Even if you didn't buy the domain from Cloudflare, if it's on Cloudflare, it's going to indicate here. So Cloudflare makes it so easy to manage domain names. So what you want to do is you want to add those records that you're getting from SMTP2Go to Cloudflare. So I'll start with this. Notice that there are the OC name records. I'll scroll down to so you want to log in to Cloudflare first. Excuse me, I had everything set up so I don't waste your time. So you want to log in to Cloudflare first. Once you're logged into Cloudflare, go to DNS and go to records, and you're gonna have this. So once you're here, you want to add the record you got from SMTP to go. First of all, select the type CNAME, add a name. Once you just copy it, and then we want to go back and then copy this. I'll add that, and then I'll just set it to not proxy. I'll deactivate the proxy status, and then I'll just go ahead and save this record. It's gonna be done in just a moment. Alright, that is added. You can see it right here. So the next thing I want to do is to just go ahead, continue at the remaining set of records. So please just follow along, and we'll be done in a moment. Okay, that's a CNAME, and there's a name, and I'll just come back, copy the value, and I'll add it in there, save, and please don't forget to like, subscribe. If this channel helps you, always do that. That helps us grow. And that's the second one, and then this is the last one. This is just the link, and this is like one of the easiest ways to do this. You find other SMTP server companies out there, and it's just not what you want. Alright, but SMTP to go, I actually like them. They just make life easy for you. And then I'll click on save, and with that we would be done adding these records. So we have 3 records. So I should just go ahead and click verify right now, but one thing I like doing is that I allow like a minute or 2 for these records to propagate correctly before I come back to click on verify. I just don't want to just want anything messing up what I'm doing. So for the meantime, I'll just go to my WordPress website. There is a plugin that I have to add for my setup to be easily done. So I'll go to plugins, go to add a new plugin, which is going to handle my SMTP services, and the one I prefer is the Fluent SMTP. There it is, Fluent SMTP. So you could use any SMTP plugin to do this, and you'll be just fine, but I just like Fluent SMTP. The things that plugins do for us on WordPress is just, I mean, mind-blowing, because I would have to write code, go into things I don't even understand and try to fix things, but with a plugin you have everything handled. So the SMTP plugin is activated, so I'll go to I think settings. Yeah, go to settings, hover over it, and then you have this Fluent SMTP, and then I'll click on that, and then it's gonna take me to the Fluent SMTP dashboard, which is where I'm going to set up email delivery and sending for my WordPress website. So I'll just go back to SMTP to go and try to verify my domain, see if it works out. Alright, so everything is checked with the green, and that is done. And once this is done, I'll just run straight to creating an API key. We don't have to do that, so you don't get confused, but I'll just leave this here, and then I'll go back to WordPress. So here are the SMTP platforms you can use, but what I'm gonna be using will be the SMTP to go that we have just right there. So I'll select that, sender settings from email. What I like to use is something like this, WordPress add-on. So this email doesn't have to be active, right? So you could use your name. What is this from email all about to start with? Thing is, when WordPress actually sends you an email. So I like to leave it like this, and then I like to use my website name so I know where this email is coming from. Next thing we need to enter here is the API key, which we can always get from the SMTP to go. So I'll just back that up a little bit. So we have to use an API key here. So what you're gonna do is you just go to SMTP to go, and then you click on API keys and create an API key. Once you get here, just go down to add API key, and then it will create one for you. Optional description, I'll just give it the short for my website and just leave it there. I'll copy this and then I'll select add API key. Right, so we have an API key. As you can see, I have two here. I have one for one of my other websites, and I have a second one, which is one other good thing with SMTP2 Go. You can use up to 5 domains, right? You can always use up to 5 domains, and that's cool, and this is all for free. So I've got my API key. I'll just paste it right there, and I'll save this connection. Okay, that is done. Okay, that's done, and it's saved right here. I can always check this, select this, and okay, this is everything right here. My website is almost set up to send and work with emails. I'll just go ahead and save the settings. Everything is saved. Just for the sake of it, it's already saved, but I'll just do that. So with SMTP, I can always add another connection, but that's not what we want to talk about today. And that is that your WordPress website can now work with emails. If someone sends an email, and if your website is set up to receive notifications when someone makes a comment on your website, it's going to start working from now. So before we finish, I just have one word. The number of emails you can process in a month is about 1,000, and that is enough for any decent website, normal website that you're going to be using. And one thing you could do is you could just deactivate emails when someone sends a comment. This will help you not exhaust your 1,000 emails quota. And the thing is, you can hardly exhaust this, because even if you get like around 20 emails per day, that's still somewhere around 660 emails. So you're hardly gonna exhaust this. So that's that. I believe that helped you fix something on your website and your WordPress. Just go to your form now, type a message and send. It's gonna get delivered. One thing with some of these forms is that it doesn't come configured. Well. So what you want to do is that you want to create a new form and test the new form, and it always, almost every time, it actually works out. And that is that your WordPress site should start receiving, should start sending emails to you. So thank you for watching. Please like the video and subscribe so you can continue getting more useful videos like this. See you in the next one.